He could no longer stand and his condition continued to deteriorate until one day he gave up.
I invite Minister Furner to explain how a pig housed on Agriculture Department land can be so neglected that he dies.
I was at Carey Brothers slaughterhouse in Yangon on the 8th of April. Our purpose was to call attention to the violence and cruelty at that slaughterhouse. The very act of slaughter is a violent and bloody one. It can never be humane.
The organisations here today have been working for years to get the Queensland Government to respond to complaint after complaint of egregious cruelty and broken standards through both official and legal channels. They haven't responded, they don't respond, and I don't believe that they ever will.
The Department of Agriculture do not regard animal cruelty in the farming sector worthy of prosecuting, even when the abuse is so clear-cut like this. All they are missing is the political will. And of course they're lacking the political will when the very department responsible for investigating animal cruelty in the farming sector is the same department that's responsible for the growth and development of that industry.
Today we have seen and heard that the Queensland Government has failed to protect animals from cruelty and failed to prosecute cruelty. There's routine failure of this existing system. There's a huge conflict of interest when the government, who is in charge of the Animal Care and Protection Act, is more protective of the growth in animal agriculture than in the protection of animals within it.
We stand outraged that whilst the Queensland Agriculture Minister has been outspoken against peaceful animal protesters, he has completely ignored the animals that he has a duty as the Minister for Agriculture to protect.
As long as we allow the Queensland Government to demonise animal advocates in order to hide the reality of animal agriculture, Queensland remains a bleak place for animals.
Without the activists, the stories of these animals would never come to light.